It's so funny. When I'm usually like, oh, I like it. That means I really love it. You know? And then when I say, oh, that's cute, that means maybe I'm not that into it.
I thought you were going to say that means I like it.
No, when I say that's cute, that means I'm like in the middle. You know, like I'm in the middle of liking it. I'm close to liking it, but I really want to love it.
It's very passive of you.
We're friends. You're rubbing off on me, Katie. No. Shade. I love it. Hey, guys. So welcome. I am your podcast host, Charlie Brickson. And with me, like orange juice is to chew face, we forget all with vodka, my lovely co-host, Katie Bogart.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. So I know that welcome to Get into the Pussy. We have been, this has been a very interesting time for us. I think that we have been dating in a way, in and out, figuring ourselves out. And our episode today is called, Is Your Type Working for You? No, seriously, guys. Is your type working for you? You know, if you're single, if you're dating, if you're with someone, is your type working for you? And let's really examine this. So, Katie, let me ask you, because I don't want to go first. Is your type working for you?
Clearly not.
Oh my God. What is your type, number one? All right, let's break it down like that.
Oh, gosh. I can physically and a little like baby face, light eyes, sandy blonde hair, average height, little bit of a brooder, not always a little bit sadder than me. It's sad. Like that is something that like I am attracted to. I'm naturally attracted to people who don't have the same high energy that I have.
Yeah.
And then I get into relationships with them. And I think my high energy is what attracts them. But then after a while, it doesn't match up. We're not in the same wavelength. And either they're pulling me down and I'm starting to lose my spark, or, you know, they're starting. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. And
so it's something that I, you know, really have to be aware of because that is what I'm naturally attracted to when I look at them, but that's not what I want. You know, what I want is someone that fuels my spark the whole.
That happened to me at, because I no longer have a type because I realized my type sucks. No more of Charlie types. I went to a party a couple of days ago and I saw this guy. He was controlling the music and he was like, "Hey, you're pretty." And I was like, "Oh, how are you, sir?" And aesthetically, he was, you know, 6 foot, whatever that means, broad shoulder. You know, there's a certain kind of square face look I like. He had that. He was a little bit flashy. You can tell he seemed popular. And so I was like, oh my gosh, he was talking to me a little bit and he was like, oh, let me get your number. And I was getting ready to give him my number. But I was like, hey, why don't you put some Tyler, the Creator on? For those who don't know, Tyler, the Creator, he is a lovely hip hop artist who's amazing. And I love his new album. And so he was like, Tyler, the Creator. Oh, that weirdo. Oh, no, that's weirdo music. And I stopped and I said, I'm going to get a drink. And I didn't walk back.
Yeah.
Charlie, me 2 years ago, I would have gave him my number and I would have paid it. And then I was like, but now I know better because he said that, oh, it's a weirdo. I'm like,
someone that's requesting it.
Yeah. But, and for him to say weirdo, I'm like, okay, that means that most likely you're not going to be into the things I like. You know, you're going to start calling me strange. You know, what is weirdo music to you? You know, why would anyone use the word weirdo? I was also thinking about DJ Khaled, where it's not necessarily a money thing because DJ Khaled, he's a multimillionaire person. And when Tyler, the Creator, when they were like combating their albums and Tyler was waiting, he was like, oh, that weirdo music's strange music, you know? And I was like, oh my gosh. So that lets me know that you're not as open as I am.
Yeah.
You know, or I'm going to be with someone who's judgmental. or I'm going to be someone who's a closed off idiot. Not a closed off idiot, but someone who just can't register new information or new music, who thinks it's strange. I don't know. I walked away so fast from him and I was like, good job. Good job. Good job. Because I feel like my type, I used to be attracted to, I don't know. I would always stick to the aesthetics and I would love, a popular or a man of stature, this, but it's like, is that man curious? Are we just going to go home and watch the news and his TV shows? Right? Can this man engage in conversation? Or does he only know ESPN sports? I don't know. So with thinking about that, I realized that at this time, I can't have a type. I'm still exploring because my old types have either end up calling me a weirdo, which I love, by the way, or I'm bored as hell, and then I get with the person and I start to be a hot mess because I am bored out of my mind, or the other guy that I used to go for, the underdog. I'm not going to tell a story. I recently was so sad about something. I'll talk about it later on. But I have this thing where I kind of like the quiet guys sometimes, the underdogs. That blowed up in my face because I realized, am I a quiet person? I have this thing where I'm like, oh, if I'm secure, why would I look for an insecure man? Not insecure man, but someone who is still working through their issues.
Yeah. Well, there's a big difference between someone being quiet and someone being insecure.
Of course, yeah. Well, insecure. I would go for the man who's like quiet, this and that, and then you learn he's quiet because he's insecure or things, and it's like, oh, and here I am, I'm talking, and I'm doing all this stuff, or I have to dim my light now.
Yeah.
Or be a certain way to appease you. I remember dating this one guy who I was so into. I think he was brilliant, smart, beautiful, but he was so afraid of the world, still is. To get him to go anywhere with me, I had to beg him. I would go through anxiety just to be like, hey, do you want to go to the movies? Do you want to see a show? Because he would freak out because he just did not want to be on the outside world.
Yeah.
It was so weird. So I had this attractive guy, and I just had to stop talking to him. I'll never forget it because I'm like, I get sad why am I asking you to have experiences, and I want to respect you because I don't want to freak you out and I don't want to, but this is hard for me, and I remember we spoke years later and he felt like I was abandoning him. He felt like I cut him off, but I'm like, just to get you to go across the street with me with a battle. I don't know. So yeah, whatever my type is, it's not working. We listened to something interesting today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so we were listening to this Hicks publication and basically they were talking about compatibility. And basically they're saying that you need someone who's compatible on your own path, which means is I have never, now I'm thinking, okay, what is Charlie doing right now? She works out. Okay. So I should maybe find, if I'm hiking or working out, should find someone in that realm, right? Right now, Charlie is currently working on her business, right? With her podcast and different things like that. So perhaps maybe I should, I don't know, be interested in someone who is either has a business or someone who is cultivating and working. Where do you find that person? I don't know. Where am I, right? I know. So I'm just trying to see compatibility and how do we connect with that. And I've never had that kind of thinking before, but now I feel like I have to if I'm going to be successful in this.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well, the thing that I got the most from it was, because, we're saying, what is your type? What is your type?
Yeah.
And kind of you got to flip it around and go, who are you? Your type is you.
Word. And that's deep. Who are you? Yeah.
And, in order to find someone that is on the same path as you, you have to really understand you. And I loved when she talked about too that, we've gone to these relationships and they haven't worked out.
Yeah.
And we usually say like the things like, I didn't like this about it.
Mm-hmm.
But what did you like about it?
Yeah.
So that way you can bring that along. You know, I liked this about that relationship. I liked this about this relationship. So that way you can be more open, you know, kind of look and see. Because maybe your type is your type. It's you.
Well, and I went on, I was hanging out with this other guy, very good looking, but shallow as hell. And we were talking and I was telling him that I no longer, because I know he has an issue with me because I look at him and I'm like, you're attractive, but I don't want to date you. You know? And I don't think he's used to that kind of attention or that non-attention. I'm looking at him like, you're gorgeous, but there's nothing to you. Like, I don't want to. So I was having this conversation with him and I was like, I'm to the point where I'm dating, but I want to date past my point of attraction. So I can tell you're gorgeous and you're good looking and I see all of that, but I need a little bit more. You know, let me look at your actions. What are you saying? What are you doing in order for me to be even interested in you?
Yeah. Well, maybe not looking at the physical, because attraction is all of that. Yeah. Attraction is how you feel with someone. Attraction is their attitude. Mm-hmm. And I think that it's a strong thing to say, I was attracted to their morals more than their physical.
Ooh, I love that. Yeah.
You know, I was attracted to, you know, their space that they gave me, their energy that they gave me, you know, before I noticed
how good looking they are. Oh, I want that to happen.
Because I mean, think about it. Like, we have all seen those attractive people who they're like super attractive, but you're not attracted to them.
No. It's like, you're hot, but okay. Yeah.
You know, I mean, because usually it is, I mean, for me, it's, you know, the package that they're bringing, you know, I don't want a guy who cares more about his looks, you know, than his making sure his neighbor is okay.
I love that. Yeah.
You know,
well, so my date, the good looking one, he basically was like, oh no, but looks are important. Looks are important. And I'm like, yeah, looks are important. Don't get me wrong. Have your cake and eat it too. But that's the thing. Have your cake and eat it too. Enjoy. Has to be more because I feel like with him, he dates the model girls, the good looking girls, but you're still getting your ass kicked. You know, you're still getting hurt. You're still bitter about something.
Yeah.
So maybe, go for that model girl, but also go for that model girl with some intention, some action. I don't know. It's like this extra layer that I feel that we need to go a little bit deeper with.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you are only getting into relationships based on the physical, there's, you know, it's very usually superficial.
Men do that.
It's the same thing. I mean, no, women do it too all the time, you know, because also superficial can be also not just on physical, but, oh, well, I'm going to date this person because they have the nicest car. They have the nicest, you know, they can give me all the material things that I want. We are so connected with energy. Like, you're not going to feel, like, for me, I wouldn't feel fulfilled. Yeah. I want to be with someone who connects with me spiritually, you know, with my energy.
Also, you said in the last episode, and you kind of threw me back a little bit. You were like, oh, you have to, forget what you said. Like, who are you? You have to be compatible with who you are. Oh, no, I was saying the last episode, I was like, oh, I want sex. And you were like, no, but do you want a relationship? And you said the word relationship and I paused. And I'm not sure if you looked at my eye, but I looked scared as hell. Like, oh, because I'm in my head and I'm like, I'm just figuring myself out. I can't go into something that heavy because I'm figuring myself out. You know, and it's like, I'm closer understanding myself than I've ever been. I'm so self-aware. You know, and I know where I am and I know who I am, but I'm still figuring it out. And it's like, okay, me dating myself, right? Or what does that look like in someone else?
Yeah.
I don't know. See? I think I'm like, oh my gosh, hurricane. I don't know.
Well, and I think that's why it's important to look at it, write it down. You know,
okay.
my mom makes me do this every once in a while, and she makes me write down what I'm looking for. Like, especially because, you know, I do want to be in a relationship. I would love to have a partner.
Why?
Why? Oh gosh, someone to lots of reasons. One of the main reasons is I want to have that person that when big decisions, I have someone to share it with. I have someone I'm ready. I'm not I like taking care of people. I am ready to, I don't want to just think about myself. I want decisions that I make that they're with somebody else.
Nice.
And I'm ready for that.
Nice.
And I think a lot of people might be looking and be like, oh no, but to be a strong, independent woman, you can't want that.
Oh, bullshit. Yeah, I hear you.
But
You're going to have it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm ready to have someone to see the world with,
Mm-hmm.
to share my,
Yeah. No, I think about when you were asking the question, do you want a relationship, Charlie? Yeah, I can agree with you on that. Like, I would love, and I'm busy as hell, right? I'm busy as fuck, and I do about 100 things at one time, and it's nice to do that with someone or have someone a part of it, and support that person at the same time, and do things together. Sometimes I feel like where I'm everywhere, I don't want to be in everywhere with who I'm dating. I don't want to date 8 people at the same time, even though I feel like I can. But I want to focus down because I'm the type of person, I love looking at this one thing and I want to make it beautiful and I want to add to it. And I don't want to have 3 things. I want this one and I want to add and I want to build. So I hear you. I want that too. Yeah. But it's like, what is compatible? Once again, I'm going back to compatibility, right? Where we are. So I would say if I'm going for that, I'm not be surprised if I'm meeting someone maybe because I'm not sure. Damn. I'm not ready yet.
For a relationship?
Yeah. I'm not ready yet. I'm close, but I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. I think I'm still, I know, fuck that. I'm still exploring.
Well, that's good. I mean, in the last episode too, you said you were going to date. So,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a good time, to take the pressure off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe enjoy it a little bit. Maybe not be looking,
Ooh, now this is good. I've never enjoyed dating. Now I'm going to enjoy it because I'm coming from a place now of not void. I'm coming from a place of non-desperation. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, I don't give a shit if we don't make this shit out for a year, whatever, or I can date you and not want to marry you. Yeah. And it's so nice to feel that way. Thank God. It's like, okay, I'm free from this shit. Like, I just want to get to know you. I do feel safe at this time. I do feel good at this time. I feel clear. That's nice. And I'm happy to say that I don't want a relationship yet. And then watch me get in one next month.
I know, right? That's what I was going to say. I was like, uh-oh.
It's like the minute you don't want shit, it's like, yeah, no.
Well, I mean, maybe because it would just take that trick of you, the switch, switch of you enjoying.
Yeah. Yeah, because I just think, dating and flirting a little bit, and I'm just learning and I'm experiencing. So yeah, fuck that. I just want to date. No relationships right now. Katie, I'm going to wish you that. And I want that in your life. And I can't wait to celebrate that with you very soon.
Well, I mean, my thing is I have the patience for it because I do not want to, I don't want to just settle. I don't want to be in a relationship because it's like, okay, well, I'm in a relationship. Like, there are things that I want in a person. And so hopefully I'll find it.
You will.
Otherwise, I'm not going to just be like, eh.
Well, it's when we were listening to the Hicks publication this morning, they were saying you have to basically vibrate what you want. So they're like, if you're this happy person, if you're vibrating, whoever has that kind of energy has no choice but to connect with you at that time.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Like, it's your signal, and like people are going to tune into that frequency.
Yeah.
But you just have to be that.
Yes.
I think that's exciting. But types... I think I'm looking at different kind of men this time where I like them big. I like them fit, I love them in the middle, even sometimes skinny as hell. Like, I love physically. I'm no longer like, you have to be this one way. You have to be this one way. It's like, nah, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
You know, like, what I like is what I like. You know, yes, Big Daddy, move. As long as he's moving, I'm into it. And then I realized I just want someone healthy. You know, someone who can move, someone who can walk. But before, I used to be like, oh, no, you got to have a chest and I can't see. You know, I'm like, I don't give a damn about that. Have a bird, have a flat, just be interesting, you know, and have a good smile, though. I do like a good smile. You know, something about when a man smiles, I think the heaven opens up. Manizer.
At first, I thought you said smell.
I know. It's the country in me. Smile. It's hard. Mm-hmm.
No, but I always used to tell people, like, that's how you know if you really like someone. Because, like, haven't you ever had, like, I remember I dated this guy and his roommate, he had a girl roommate, and she was like, oh, I'm so glad you're dating him. Like, have him work on his smile. And I was like, what smile? I love the way he smells.
I love that, bitch. Yeah.
And then I had a good friend, and I would be like, God, he smells sometimes. And, you know, I just realized, I was like, oh, like.
You're into him, you know, your hair. Oh, I don't think I can get with that, though. Well, that's true love. No, I love it. I love it. I love it. And let's see. I thought you were right for me, but I'm not. Ooh. There was another thing where it's like, for people who are listening, if you have been in relationships and it hasn't been working out, you know, it's evidence that wherever you are is like you have to really work yourself. You know, it's evidence that whoever you're attracting at this time, if it's not working out, it's not really them, it's you. Like, you know, it's you. Like, what's off about your life? Are you not finishing shit? Are you not being truthful? Are you, because you're going to somehow get that mirror, you know, of yourself that you hate. And I think when I think about this podcast, Getting to the Pussy, it's all connected. You know, even with getting to the pussy, it's like, no, you have to get to your shit. You know, get to your shit in order to get to your sweet spot. Get to your shit to get to your sweet spot. And sometimes you just have to take a look at you and break this off and figure it out, because you are a reflection of whatever the hell that's in your existence right now.
Yeah.
You know, and we can change it. We can shift it. Anything else you would like to end with?
Beautiful. Sorry. I was taking it in. You asked me a question and I was totally like just taking what you just said in.
You know, but it's like you have to, you know, and also you have to give yourself permission, which we listened to this morning. Give yourself permission to not like shit. Yeah. You know, and give your permission to love shit. You know, like I gave myself permission to say, you know what, I will never date someone who does not kiss, you know, but I will, I love dating someone who opens the door for me, you know, or also kiss. You know? Yeah. Like I want someone who's kissing. I want someone to open a door for me. I give myself permission to say I can't date someone who uses the word weirdo, you know, or someone who comes with a closed mind.
Yeah.
You know, I give myself permission to say that. I'm okay with it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But I know what I do like. You know, I know I like someone who's open. You know, someone who's curious, someone who's a little daredevil, can jump into something. You know, I like that. And I think we just have to give ourselves permission to choose, to really understand who we are.
Yeah.
And I feel that within that, we attract that. Oh, I'm so excited to attract all the little Charlies in the world. Come through. All the big Charlies, my bad. Come through. No little Charlies. I don't want to attract that.
There's like something creepy about saying, like, because that would be like me saying, like, I can't wait to attract the Katies in the world. And if you say little Katies, it's, I don't know.
The little Katies, the big Katies, or the essence of Katies, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. All right, guys. So we adore you. We hope that this episode helped you out, right? If your type is your type working for you, if your type is not working for you, switch that shit up. But really switch your own self up.
Yeah. Then
I guarantee you it'll start working for you. All right. We love you. We adore you. Take care of yourself. And we out. Hey. Ow! I like it. I love it. I love it. Ow! If I meet someone that goes, ow, I meet it, I'm like, God damn, I did attract that. I'm into it. We'll both be like, yeah. Yes. Who's on right? Who's on left? We don't know. Who top and who bottoms. We do it all.